Well, this is the plan for 2018. So sitting here on a Monday doing a bit of crop planning. It's -3 degrees overnight, and now that thermometer over there is saying 24.9 in the sun. Awesome day down here, blue skies, life is good. No wombat activity underneath the house for 3 days. I'm winning the war, but they keep digging trying to get in, so we will see. Anyway, the beds out the front are going nicely. I'll give you a rundown on that in the next day or two. But anyway, there we go. Veggies will be ready at the end of September, so get your orders ready. Righto, catch you later. Kangaroo Valley Harvest. So, quick update, 23rd July. Back veggie garden. Not much to report. Lettuce, kale, radish, rocket, leeks, spring onions, kale. Well, I said kale. We got cucumber, mixed lettuce up the back there. Usual stuff. Not much, nothing exciting going on. I've planted some broad beans and some Tokyo turnips and stuff. Nothing exciting. But anyway, all the action's probably happening out the front. That's what I've spent most of the last 2 weeks, is just digging by hand the garden beds, and I've had 8, like nearly 10 tonne of compost delivered, so 8 cubic metres or something delivered. So you can see out the front there, well, you probably can't, but so out the front I've moved all that around onto the garden beds. All the beds are formed, so now I just need to mix that compost into each bed. But a local fellow grower is going to come and get with a little walk behind tractor and mix that in for me. It's supposed to be today, but I'm sure another day soon. But anyway, that brings me to over here, front line of the wombat war. So the good news is, haven't had a wombat under the house for 3 days. Built my little one-way door where that timber is, and then with my surveillance set up, I saw them out, so I came and just star posted the hell out of it, and rocks, and so they can't get back under. They tried to get under there, but I've secured there. Then they started digging a burrow here, and you can see, so all along there they started digging after I blocked them out of there, and they started digging all along here. So I put chicken wire down now, and then bloody 3 pallets to see if that'll slow them down. But and last thing on the wombat, a few locals told me that you could put a sleeper down and wombats wouldn't climb, and that there's no way they'd get up on that veranda. And if anyone ever tells you that, they're full of shit, and give them my number, because the other day I saw a wombat jump 1.5 feet up onto that veranda, run along that veranda, and then jump in to Lawson's little wooden wheelbarrow. So they run, they jump, they climb, and they annoy. But they're friendly, furry little fellas. They're lovely to look at if they're not in your place. Anyway, so this is what we did today. It was awesome. James gave me a hand and the kids. So each one of those seed trays has got 26 new plants in there. So what we did was we used soil blocks, which is pretty cool. So I'm in my little greenhouse here. So you can, I don't know if you can see, but each one of these is a little block that's made out of soil and coir peat and a few other bits and pieces that you just mould it into a square, and it puts this little dimple in the top where you put your seed. so you don't need individual trays for each one, each little pots. And what happens is as they grow, the roots hold it all together, and then you can plant that soil block directly into the ground. So no need for pots, and reduces transplant shock and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I got the greenhouse going. So I really don't know where to put these when to germinate and seed and grow into seedlings and stuff. But anyway, that's warm and gets light. It was getting a bit hot, so I've just put some little aircon in here. Pretty high tech, Stanley knife, cut a flap in it, and hopefully that'll give it a bit of ventilation, a bit of warmth. It's moist. I think I'm overthinking all this. I've been studying germination temperatures and ideal conditions, and at the end of the day, seeds grow all the time. So I'm just planting seeds, keeping them wet, keeping them warm, giving them light once they germinate and sprout. So I know I'm trying to simplify it. I want them to grow excellent, but I think I'm overthinking it. But anyway, awesome day today. Look at that escarpment. It was -3 overnight, but 25 during the day, so it was awesome. Have I ever showed you this? Look, that's the wombat crawling underneath the fence. If I had to cut that wire, because he kept ripping the fence off. They reckon the best way to stop a wombat going through a fence is to move your fence. But anyway, that's it for me. Everything's going awesome. Shitloads better than being in an office. Anyway, Kangaroo Valley Harvest. Ooh.